Hey you guys, so I'm really excited to be back from the Success Club trip, and I literally am just like have this whole new fire lit underneath me on where I want to take our team this year. And I can't even explain the trip. Like, I literally have no words other than it was freaking amazing. Like, just the hallway talk and the time that I was able to share with other coaches that were on our team, whether it's Team Victory or Dream Nation. Um, or people that weren't on our team. Like the first day we were there, Tyler and I met this couple, and they're actually on Danielle Katz's team. She's in Insanity and Max 30 for those of you that might know her. But anyways, it was really cool being able to hear perspectives of how she views the business and what she does every day. To reach her goals. And she's actually 3-star diamond, and she earned the top 40 Success Club earners for the month of March. So she earned a lunch with Carl. And so it's really neat just to be able to pick her brain about things, and that's stuff that you wouldn't get from not being at an event. And I think the coolest part for me about the whole trip was that I took Tyler, and it was his first time going to a Beachbody event besides our local Bakersfield stuff. And he going into it, he's always been supportive of my coaching business, and he's always believed in it. But he was able to talk with like Mike Ryan and Judd Welty and a lot of other guys that make this their main business, and kind of hearing a guy's perspective on it. And now he totally wants to do this with me. Like, it's not just a Kelly thing; it's a Tyler and Kelly thing. We're gonna do it together. So I'm really excited to see where our vision that we have is going to go this year with it. We have a lot of ideas and a lot of excitement on how we're going to do it together, and that's including new girls. So I have this huge vision of creating an elite team this year, because I was listening to some of the top 10 panel that spoke one day at one of the trainings, and I was listening to them, you guys, and everything they were saying is stuff that I've said before, or that we all hear, from whether it's the wake-up calls or just other coaches in our network. And I thought, gosh, like, why can't we do that? Why can't our little Inspiration Nation team be up there? Because those people, you guys, they are top coaches, but they're just people, and they're great people. But that could totally be us. I'm not saying necessarily top 10, but to shoot for elite means that you're the top 200 of this team or this network, and that just to me signifies a big growth in a short period of time. And most importantly, that means we're going to help a crap ton of people. Like, that's just where I see us going. We're already doing it. I'm so proud of you guys, because I asked you guys to kind of work together and answer some questions while he's gone, so I could really unplug. And you guys exceeded kind of my expectations, I guess. Just putting that Zoom chat together and working on your challenge group and really answering each other's questions, like that in itself is already showing such leadership. And I believe that you guys can all do it. You can all be where you want to be, and reach the goals that you have, and you're working towards those, and not giving up. And something that they all said, for the most part, like, I didn't film this part, but Lindsay Matway said that a defining moment in her business was when John Maxwell came to Summit 2 years ago, and he talked about how to strengthen your strengths rather than strengthening your weaknesses. And then there was 2 other coaches that mentioned something about that same 1-hour John Maxwell speech that he gave at Summit. And I was sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, like, we are so lucky, those of you that are in the John Maxwell mentorship for the year, that we have a whole year with him. Like, these top coaches had a defining moment just in an hour listening to him. And to me, I thought, oh my gosh, like, what a freaking opportunity it is that we get to work a whole year with him, and how much we can grow as a team by doing that. And grow as leaders and individually. So I'm so excited about that. And then everything else pretty much was personal development, and how huge that is for your business, because you can't help other people and grow other people if you're not growing yourself. And they all literally preached by it, and that was a defining moment in their business. And I can agree with that, because the first few months as a coach, I kind of just didn't think it was that important. I knew it was a vital behavior, but I didn't really do it. And I hit a wall. I felt like I had no inspiration left to give, and I didn't know where to go really from there. And I wasn't adding coaches to my team like I wanted to, and I wasn't hitting goals that I wanted to. And I sat back and thought, well, what am I not doing that I can do better? I wasn't doing personal development, and I wasn't tracking my business. And the minute I started reading personal development, it changed everything for me. It changes from the things that you share each day on your Facebook page. It fills your cup up with positivity. It gives you something to add value, whether that's to your team page, whether that's to your challenge group, or whether, like I said, it's to your personal post on your page. And that is huge, you guys. Like, you have to continually grow in order to make this business work. And so they talked a lot about that. And then they also talked a lot about treating it like a business, because it is a business. It's an opportunity. And not to just have small thinking of just your challenge groups, because we have so much more to offer than just a fitness and weight loss transformation. And so I really loved everything that they heard. And my whole point in this is that you don't get this kind of stuff by not being at the events. Yes, it's so great to listen to wake-up calls, and it's so great to, connect on Facebook with our teammates and Zoom chat and things like that. But the people that I was able to talk to this week while we were on vacation, and the people I was able to meet, and taking my husband, who, like I said, has been supportive, but now went from a mind frame of that's your thing to let's do this together. That is freaking huge, you guys. Like, I'm so excited to have him as part of the team, because he's going to bring a lot to the table. And that's for you guys too. Like, he has so many business ways of thinking. He runs his own business now, so he's going to bring a lot to our team, and I'm really excited about that. And we're going to grow together, and I can't wait to see just how we all grow as Inspiration Nation, from our little handful of coaches to what we're going to be hopefully by the end of the year. And so anyways, I want to leave you with a couple videos. The first one is from Melissa McAllister, and those of you that are doing PIO are probably familiar with her. She's in those. And she talks about how her husband is a car salesman, and when she started this business, he told her, I know that you don't want to hear this, but it is a sales business, and it's a numbers game, most importantly. And I know that's something I tell you guys all the time, that you have to talk to a certain amount of people to get the handful of people that you want for your monthly goals. And so I'll let her explain kind of her topic on that. And then the next video is from Brittany Leggett, and she talks about tracking. And I know I've said how important it is, because I didn't do it in the beginning, and it made a huge impact on my business the minute I started tracking. Every good business tracks their business, activity and behaviors. And so anyways, I'll leave you with those two videos, and then I want you to comment below with where your thoughts are at, where you guys are at with your goals for this month with your business, what you want to add. And I want you to share your business activity tracker. I didn't see any posted on Thursday. I know I was gone, but I still would like to see how many people you guys talked to in that week from the team call that we last had, and this last Thursday, just so that I can kind of help you maybe connect missing dots and see where you're at with growing everything. So post that below, your BAT or your notebook, whatever it is that you tracked, your progress for that week, and then where you want to go from now till the end of the month, where you're at with Success Club points, and how many coaches and things you want to add. Make those goals, because the minute that you share them, you're committed to that, and it makes a huge difference. So anyways, I'll leave you with these two videos, and I can't wait to see where you guys are at, and then we'll regroup with the team call this Thursday. So anyways, talk to you soon. Bye.
Before we move on? Yeah, something that I wish I would have done sooner would be tracking, which everybody hates for the most part, but tracking business behavior. So whether it's the business activity tracker or some other form of tracking, like figuring out a way to reflect on your previous month, like figuring out a way to self-evaluate, so you have something pointed that you can work on for the next month, something that you can look at independently without somebody having to tell you what to do. You can reflect on your month or week or whatever it is you're doing, and you can make improvements. You can make small changes, do a little bit better the next month, and because it's on paper, you have it. It's like, I had a mentor in corporate a little while ago, and he said Michael Phelps wouldn't get in the pool without a clock, and I love that, because that's so true in my business. Like, if I look at my tracker, I can see where I fell short, and I'm like, okay, well, if I have bigger goals, I need to clean that up. I need to tighten that up and improve, and it's all in me. I don't need anybody else to tell me what to do, because I'm tracking the behavior. And the other thing I would say that's a little bit less technical is something that my coach did with me, is not underestimate the importance of a leader telling their coaches how much they believe in them. So simply saying that you believe that your coach can accomplish what they want to do is so powerful. So I wish I would have done that sooner with some of my newer coaches, It's definitely something I do now, but the power of just knowing one person believes in you is huge. So
you're probably going to get 10 coaches, and out of those 10 coaches, you're probably going to get one diamond. So if you do those numbers, you realize how many people that you need to talk to in order to build yourself a strong organization with some good leaders in it. And if there's anything that I think my leaders struggle with, is there's such caring people that once they get to the point that they have a team, they get into that management mode, and like I've heard Lindsay and Amy say, they want for their coaches so bad that they spend their whole time trying to help their coaches believe in themselves. And you have to always do that to some degree, but at the same time, you have to keep recruiting, and you're always bringing in new people. So don't be afraid to talk about the business, put yourself out there, and I bet every single one of you right now can think of one person that you'd love to talk to about the business, but you're scared to. Do it. Do it, because at the very least, they're going to respect you for asking them, and you've planted that seed. So even if they're not ready at that very moment to become a coach, when they're ready, you're the person that was bold enough to ask them if they would consider it. So that's my advice.
As you look back on your career and said, here's one of the greatest growth moments for me, is there a point that you could look at and say, this is really where I had to overcome a significant challenge to push through a flat spot or a decline that you just said, man, this was, because everyone's going to have them, right?
Yeah. For me, I'm very self-motivated, and I always say the only person that I compete with is me. I'm very competitive with myself, and so I'm not the kind of person that needs someone to affirm me and give me that. And so at first I was kind of guilty of not doing that for my coaches, because I didn't need it. It wasn't, I guess you could say your love language. I didn't need that, so I wasn't very good about doing that for my coaches. And I've learned over the past 2 years to really get to know my coaches and what pushes them and drives them. And for those that were not feeling like they were getting enough affirmation or love from me or time from me, I've switched gears and I really give them that. And I've seen a huge difference in them because they feel recognized.
So just maybe a little bit of a switch up on some of these questions, but as you look at brand new coaches, is there one thing that a message that you just continue to try and beat into them, if you will, or repeat, so that you kind of say, be focused, get rid of the shiny moments, this is what you've got to focus on, to get traction initially?
Yeah, I think Amy touched on this, but for me, I want people to want to coach, either have my coaches be they be their customers or their coaches, because they just see that Beachbody has made their life better, and not just physically, not just financially, but as a whole. I always stress with people that they really need to let people know that we're a sorority, a fraternity, a church, a community, just a team. And just by surrounding yourself with like-minded, happy, healthy people, your life's going to be better. And don't always focus just on the health part or just on the business part. But as a whole, I'm just a happier person because I'm surrounded by such great people. So that's what I want them to put on social media, is I'm happier now because I'm surrounded by 200 and something thousand friends that have the same vision I do.
Okay, all right, thanks, Melissa. Anita, congratulations. First